I'll tell you a true story. The chap who's filming this is one of my colleagues, and he's a management consultant. He's been a management consultant for years, but he's none the worse for that. Joking apart, people in our business are very wary of management consultants, and rightly so. I forget how many billions the current government has spent on management consultants, but it's an amazing amount. There's a big brouhaha, as they say in French, a few years ago, because management consultants appeared to be, and they have, muscling in on the area that people in advertising and marketing considered their own. And I was struck by the degree to which this had happened when, within the space of a few months, quite a few years ago, I went to see two very big clients. One of them was probably the most famous retailer in Britain. They were in terrible trouble, they were losing money. And I went to do a presentation to them. And I was pretty astounded to find that I was presenting to four people. Two of the people were relatively junior executives from the company, and the other two people were from a very big management consultancy. I addressed my remarks almost entirely to the management consultants. I realised that if they felt that something as important as their business should be run, a meeting should be run by management consultants who actually weren't involved in their business really, then I should be addressing myself to them. But I think they were mad. I don't think you should let your business be under the control of other people who don't have a direct interest in it. Listen to them by all means, follow their advice, but don't do that. I was astonished, and I wasn't surprised when that large company got into even more trouble. I found out, in fact, indirectly through a friend, that they actually had consultants who were actually assessing the performance of their consultants. Only about 2 months later I made another presentation to a big bank, and on that occasion they rented this office, temporary offices, very beautiful, on the top of a big building, full of people beavering away. And once again I found myself presenting to a team composed partly of the client and partly of management consultants. And I said, my goodness, you've got a lot of people working up here, because this was for a new project that hadn't begun. I said, where are they from? And they said that, well, they're all from Price Waterhouse, they don't actually work for us at all. So they've got this entirely new project which is being driven totally by people nothing to do with their business. And I thought to myself, I wonder if Rupert Murdoch relies on management consultants to tell him what to do. Does Richard Branson rely on management consultants? I suggest to you that your business is too important to be left to management consultants. I'm not saying don't listen to them, I'm saying don't let them control your business. Just a point of view.